in the heart of the African savanna, a haunting spectacle unfolds. A majestic white lion, a rare gem of nature, now marred by a grotesque affliction. This once noble creature, revered for its beauty and strength, is now the unwilling host to a horrific barnacle wound, a chilling testament to the relentless forces of nature. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with the shocking sight. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous marine crustaceans, have taken root in the lion's flesh, transforming its regal mane into a disturbing landscape of infection and decay. This unsettling imagery serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life, even for the mightiest of predators. Barnacle infestation, while typically associated with marine animals, can occur in unexpected places, like the hide of a lion. These tiny creatures, with their hard shells and sticky appendages, latch onto surfaces with a tenacity that is both fascinating and repulsive. In this case, the lion's wound, perhaps the result of a battle or an unfortunate encounter with a thorny bush, became a perfect breeding ground. The barnacles thrive in the warm, moist environment of the injury, feeding on the lion's flesh and blood, turning a once proud symbol of power into a grotesque canvas of suffering. Each barnacle, a tiny parasite, draws nutrients from the lion, leading to a slow and painful decline, a dark twist in the circle of life. As we delve deeper into this macabre phenomenon, we must confront the uncomfortable truth. The relationship between humans and nature is fraught with consequences. The barnacle infestation is not merely a tragic fate for one lion. It is a reflection of a larger narrative. Human encroachment on natural habitats, pollution, and climate change disrupt ecosystems, forcing animals into precarious situations where they are more susceptible to such afflictions. The white lion's plight serves as a cautionary tale, illustrating how our actions can have far-reaching impacts on the animal kingdom. Yet, in the midst of this darkness, there lies a sliver of irony. As the barnacles cling to the lion's side, one can't help but chuckle at the absurdity of nature's design. Here is a creature that once ruled the savanna with fearsome grace, now reduced to a living canvas for barnacles. In the dim light of a fading afternoon, a white horse stands alone, its majestic figure marred by a grotesque sight that sends shivers down the spine. The once proud creature now bears a horrific barnacle wound, a chilling reminder of nature's relentless grip. As we draw closer, the barnacles, hard, crusty, and alien, cling to the horse's skin like a sinister second skin, a grotesque testament to an infestation that has spiraled out of control. These parasitic crustaceans, typically found attached to rocks and ships in the ocean, have taken an unexpected turn in their quest for survival, choosing this unsuspecting equine as their host. Barnacle infestation occurs when these tiny creatures, with their barnacle larvae, find a suitable surface to latch onto. The horse's skin, warm and inviting, becomes a breeding ground for these marine invaders. As the larvae settle and grow, they form a hard shell that can cause severe damage to the underlying tissue. The wound festers, becoming a breeding ground for infection, and the horse experiences pain and discomfort that is both alarming and heartbreaking. The barnacles, meanwhile, thrive, feeding off the horse's nutrients while leaving behind a trail of destruction. It's a dark twist of fate, where the line between land and sea blurs, and the consequences of nature's design unfold in a grim spectacle. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we can't help but reflect on the broader implications. This infestation serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between humans, animals, and nature. In our quest for progress, we often overlook the interconnectedness of life. Our actions can inadvertently create environments where such infestations flourish, leading to suffering not only for the animals but for ourselves as well. Perhaps, in a world where we seek to dominate nature, we should pause and consider the repercussions of our choices. After all, when we disturb the natural order, we might find ourselves playing host to our own set of unwanted guests. So, the next time you see a white horse, remember it might just be a barnacle's next unfortunate victim. And who knows, it could even be a metaphor for our own lives, stuck, struggling, and desperately in need of a good scrub. In the vast, uncharted depths of the ocean, where silence reigns and shadows dance, a colossal creature glides through the water, a whale, the gentle giant of the sea. But today, this majestic being carries a grim secret beneath its sleek surface. A horrific barnacle wound festers on its side, a grotesque testament to the relentless grip of nature. Imagine a once pristine body now marred by a patchwork of crusty white growths. Each barnacle a tiny fortress clinging to its host with a tenacity that borders on the monstrous. The sight is both fascinating and repulsive, a macabre reminder of the harsh realities of life beneath the waves. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous creatures, are more than just oceanic hitchhikers. They are opportunistic parasites that can inflict serious damage on their unsuspecting hosts. As the whale swims, microscopic larvae drift through the water, searching for a suitable surface to latch onto. Once they find their home, they settle in, secreting a powerful adhesive that bonds them to the whale's skin. Over time, these tiny invaders grow into hard, shell-like structures, creating a painful, infected wound that can lead to severe complications. The barnacles thrive, feeding off the whale's nutrients, while the whale suffers in silence. A living canvas for nature's dark artistry. As the infestation escalates, the whale becomes a battleground, its body a host to these relentless invaders. The wound festers, attracting opportunistic bacteria that thrive in the decaying flesh. The once gentle giant is now a grotesque sight, a symbol of the darker side of nature's balance. The whale's suffering raises unsettling questions about the relationship between host and parasite, a dance of life and death played out in the depths of the ocean. Yet, as we ponder the whale's plight, we must also reflect on our own in the frigid expanse of the Arctic, where icebergs loom like ancient giants, and the air is laced with a biting chill. A haunting spectacle unfolds. A polar bear, the very embodiment of strength and resilience, lumbers through the desolate landscape. Yet, upon closer inspection, horror lurks beneath its majestic exterior. A grotesque barnacle wound festers on its side, a stark reminder of nature's brutal indifference. This creature, once the epitome of the Arctic's raw beauty, now bears a gruesome badge of survival. The sight is both captivating and repulsive, drawing viewers into the dark underbelly of the natural world. Barnacles, those small, unassuming crustaceans, have found an unlikely host in this magnificent predator. They are not merely hitchhikers, they are relentless invaders. As the polar bear swims through icy waters, seeking seals and other prey, these tiny creatures latch onto its skin, burrowing deep into the flesh. The bear, unaware of the growing infestation, continues its daily struggle for survival. Over time, the barnacles multiply, forming a grotesque colony that transforms the bear's once pristine coat into a battleground of flesh and shell. Each barnacle, a small fortress, feeds on the bear's nutrients, siphoning away its vitality while leaving behind a trail of infection and decay. The barnacle infestation is not merely a physical ailment. It is a testament to the harsh realities of life in the wild. These crustaceans thrive in the cold, nutrient-rich waters of the Arctic, where they can attach themselves to any surface that offers stability. The polar bear, with its thick layer of blubber and fur, becomes an ideal host. The barnacles, in their relentless pursuit of survival, create wounds that can become infected, leading to pain and suffering for their host. The bear's once proud stature is diminished as it struggles against the weight of its own body, now burdened by the very creatures that cling to it. As the infestation progresses, the bear's skin becomes a canvas of suffering, with barnacles of various sizes protruding from its side like grotesque growths. Some are small and barely noticeable, while others are large and inflamed, pulsing with the bear's heartbeat. The sight is enough to make even the stoutest of hearts recoil in disgust. The bear, a symbol of the wild, is reduced to a wounded shadow of its former self, navigating a world that seems increasingly hostile. It becomes a living testament to the harsh realities of survival in a world where life is often at the mercy of unseen forces. Yet, amidst this darkness, there lies a glimmer of irony. The very creatures that inflict such suffering on the polar bear are also a product of the world we inhabit. Human activity has led to the warming of the Arctic, creating conditions that allowed barnacle populations to flourish. As the ice melts and the waters warm, these crustaceans find new opportunities to thrive, often at the expense of the very creatures that have roamed these lands for millennia.